This is the last day of September. The nights are getting cold. In fact, this morning when I left for work, it was 36 degrees, and I feared for my tomatoes. We're going to take a quick walk through the garden, and then I have some really fun news to share with you. So first of all, we're going underneath the trellises, and I'm going to show you what our silly pumpkin plant is doing. So this is our trellis that goes arcs over between two planters, and this was the one where we had our one little pumpkin that I picked about a month ago. The weather has started to cool down, and all of a sudden this pumpkin plant has decided to put out pumpkins. So take a look. Here's one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jim says there are about 8 of them out here. Those are the only ones that I can find. It was 36 this morning, so I doubt that these little guys are going to make it. Here is a cucumber plant. I have one cucumber, not quite enough to do any pickling with. Here's a shriveled one right here, so this didn't do a very good job. I'm still in my heels from work, and I'm digging into the soil here. This is our Vigo garden with our zucchini 8-ball squash. Here's an 8-ball squash right here. We have about 3 of them, and then this is coming out. And then over here is our original experimental raised bed tub that I did a video on several months ago. These are all volunteer peas. I'm just letting them grow. I was going to plant spinach here, but I just didn't ever get around to it. These are the tomato plants that are going to go in my greenhouse as soon as it gets finished. They're looking a little bit peaked. I'm going to actually move them into the greenhouse in just a few minutes because that 36 this morning scared me. Here's 4 more over here. And then our tomatoes are starting to really come on, which is good. Here's our ground level pumpkin plant. One little tiny one next to a larger one. So the one over the trellis is winning, and I thought actually this ground one was going to win. I thought it might be fun for us to pick one of the black tomatoes and take it into the greenhouse and open it up so you all can see what the inside of a black tomato looks like. So I'm just going to pull this one, and we'll take that with us into the greenhouse. So this is not a greenhouse tour or anything, but I'm out of the wind, which may have been interfering with the sound. Hopefully we'll get this done in a couple of weeks. It's almost done. I have been covering my grow tables with this red and white plastic. So here we are. Here's one I cut just a few minutes ago. I wanted to be sure that they looked okay on the inside, and yes, it does. They're a little bit darker, so I'll cut this one. And it's just about the same. And so they are really, really good. I checked it with my litmus paper, and these tomatoes are low acid, which is not altogether unexpected. Cut that bad place off. Strong tomato taste, but not acidic. With some tomatoes, I can tell how acidic they are because the acid kind of burns my tongue. But these are very mild, but a strong tomato taste, so they're excellent, excellent. I'm not sure I would ever can these. I don't think they would look beautiful in a jar with a black skin, but if I did, I would have to certainly acidify them because they are low acid. So hopefully we'll be done with this greenhouse in a couple of weeks, and I can give you the whole tour of the things that we've been doing. So we're going to go outside where it's a little bit cooler. It's probably about 90 degrees in here right now. I'm just going to sit out here where it's a little bit cooler, even though the wind is blowing somewhat. I hope it's not interfering with the sound. We have had such a wonderful response to the video with Cindy and featuring her plan for food storage, her meal plan, and her big book. And so many of you have requested to see that book and to see her recipes. I can announce that this afternoon she was able to send me her recipes finally. Her computer died and all of her recipes were on her computer. So she's had to do some finagling around and got them typed up early this morning and sent them to me. So they are now, the caramel corn and her bread recipe are now posted underneath her video, which is just great. And also she and I have been having some conversation, and here is some really fun news. She and I have decided to collaborate on a book, and the book will be all about her storage plan with a mixture of her recipes and my recipes and lots of additional instructions that she was not able to cover in the video. And we have not decided for sure how we're going to publish it. It will be self-published, so we'll either send it to a place who can spiral bind it, or we will make it an ebook that you can download. So if you have a preference, you can start letting me know what those preferences are. Jim and I are headed up to their place in a couple of weeks for fall break. And we're going to be doing some filming of videos. I think we'll do one of them making caramel corn. It is a John and Cindy endeavor, so you'll meet John in that video. And I think we'll also do a video of her making her bread, which was in very high demand. And then we are going to be working on our book. I've already plotted it out, listed the chapters, sent them to her. She loves it, and we'll be doing a year's worth of meals just as her plan calls for. I think we're going to be doing 14 or 15 each of breakfast, lunch, and dinner, plus some extras that we're going to add as well. So we're pretty excited about the project. We hope that it will not take a whole long time. I doubt that it will be before Christmas, probably more like maybe February before it will be done, but we want to get it very accurate so that if this is the way you would like to start your food supply, that all of the details that you need will be there. And if you don't like our recipes, it will be very easy to substitute your recipes in place of ours so that it can be tailored to what your family likes. Sometimes it is just easier to see the entire plan all written out, and then you can see how you can then substitute either ingredients or your own recipes for what we have done. So I hope you are excited about that news. We are very excited about the project. We email back and forth almost every day about different ideas of what we want to do, and we've already started. I have several pages already done. So that is all for Pam's vlog for this week, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.